Hello, everybody, and welcome to part two of my reaction to the story of One Sky by Dimash. I have just heard this song and watched this music video for the first time, and it's still sinking in, and I'm processing all of it. There was quite a lot going on there. Ultimately, some of the main takeaways from it straight away. It's amazing to see Dimash use all of his skills and ability as a composer, as a singer, as an actor, as a sort of a story writer, storyteller, all of the things that he does best kind of brought together to spread a message of peace and togetherness. And I think there's no greater use for music than that. And there's no greater use for art than that. Art that it's kind of that's the main thing that art's for, is bringing people together, right? Is a paintings, two people can look at the same painting and be inspired, and the sharing of beauty. And I like the way with this story he's sort of created a kind of parallel universe, a fictional world that sort of mirrors our own, with a fascist dictatorship, two childhood friends, one kind of chose one path, one chose the other, is how I'm seeing that. That, he kills his friend at the end, that they were children at the beginning. And, it was him who saved the young Dimash, and then older Dimash had to kill the one that saved him. If you could let me know in the comments more about that. Obviously, this is the first time I've seen it, so I might be missing certain points or certain aspects of this, but that's what kind of came through to me there. And I really can't get myself into the headspace of like pro-war or seeing the benefits of war in any way. I mean, obviously, war leads to certain progressions for humanity, like inventions and things like that. They always increase rapidly, because necessity is the mother of invention. And if you're in competition, then necessity runs very high, because you're constantly trying to outsmart, beat, be more powerful than the opposition. So things can come from it. Bad things can be ended from it if there is a war to liberate an enslaved peoples. Like war. In an ideal world, it would have no purpose at all, because war is only caused by war, if that makes sense. Enslaving people in the first place is an act of war, which creates war. So if you were to take war away as a concept entirely, then there is no place for war at all. And imagine how the world could be if there was no war. Imagine a world where we all just saw each other as people. It's a crazy idea, isn't it? And this is the message I believe that Dimash is giving here, is that if we stop with prejudice and judgments, no matter what your ethnicity, your religion, your nationality, your, color and creed, whatever, and just realize that we're all people and actually work together and work on trade, and understanding, imagine what the world would be like. Could we eradicate poverty? Could we have healthcare worldwide? Could we have a living wage worldwide? Could we eradicate poverty and crime? Like, the world could be amazing. It really, really could. And I think we need this song, now, like, more than ever in the world, because when I was growing up, the world was kind of like, globalization was becoming a thing. People were becoming together and uniting, whereas at the moment, so many countries seem to be becoming islands in amongst themselves, and the mentality of the people, it's very much make things how they were before we all got together, and like, everybody's cutting off and looking after their own now, and this whole mentality, I really can't get with it at all. And I feel that this song, what was so great about it is it covered sort of multiple kind of genres and influences and kind of cultures throughout. Like, there was some amazing vocals in there. Well, throughout amazing vocals, he used a whole range of his kind of musical arsenal, if you will, um, to convey all kinds of different, not just feelings, but like ideologies and cultures and things. And it really, he used his voice as a way to score the story and utilize it in different ways. And when you're singing that sort of Middle Eastern style, it brought a whole new texture to it, and we saw through different perspectives and different minds. And peace is the only way. He's absolutely right. Like, it's just, imagine what we can do, and imagine a world without war. What's the way to get there? I think a lot of people would say when it comes to art and music, there's only so much it can do. You know, like what does a musician really do? Can a musician change the world? Can someone like Dimash change the world? Can they make a lasting difference? Or are they just singing Kumbaya while the tanks and the guns roll on, regardless? It's a very bleak outlook, and I don't think it's the case at all. I think music like this is incredibly important, and I think that it is the responsibility of musicians to promote peace. You know, it's what musicians have always done throughout time is raise awareness, tell stories, share perspectives. Music is a mode of is a method where you can see through the eyes of others. You can see into other worlds through music. You can experience different lifestyles and cultures and ideologies and thoughts through music. Music is one of the greatest proprieties of peace, you know, and that's something that Dimash has clearly taken very seriously, and is giving a wonderful example of what musicians can be doing to make the world a better place. Yeah, I hope that perspectives can be shifted through art like this, and that we can come together. And I think to summarize this whole song is just to say the name of the song, The Story of One Sky. We're all under the same sky. So we're all together, you know? I think it really is that simple. And I understand now why I've been having so many requests to listen to this song and watch this video. I think this is Dimash's most important piece of work, and I think it demonstrates his ability beyond the music as well as a filmmaker, and an actor. And it's interesting, this video, because it's a real bridge. It's a bridge between music and film, isn't it? It's kind of, is it a music video or is it a short film? You know? And I would like to see Dimash keep on exploring this route and keep on doing projects like this, because the potential is endless, you know. And Dimash he's still so young, in his early 30s. It was his birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Dimash. How old is Dimash? 31, 32? Imagine the work that Dimash is going to be coming out with over the years. If this is anything to go by, I think we have some amazing things in store for us yet. You know, I feel that Dimash hasn't done his best work yet. You know, I feel that there's he's done an incredible work. I feel there's more. I feel there's he's getting better and better and better. You know, and his potential as a creative, there's so much to fulfill there, and it's so exciting to sort of watch the journey of that, and kind of analyze and excuse me, and just to experience it as a fan. I think I think it would be worth at some point returning to this song and doing a deep dive into it and really breaking down the lyrics, really breaking down every moment of it, because there was so much that I think it needs a couple of rewatches. But as an initial reaction, it certainly got me feeling thoughtful and somewhat positive in a way. You know, I think the message is just so powerful. The message is so strong and so important. It's just exactly what I needed to see today, and I hope you guys feel the same. And I hope that you've enjoyed my reaction to this song, and I would love to discuss some of these concepts in the comments with you guys and just hear your thoughts on it as well. Like, it's difficult with something like this that's so powerful to really collect your thoughts and give an instant reaction, because it's just like, wow, you know. But it I have to try and kind of get something out there, because there's things in here, you know, that there's feelings have kind of been stirred in this, and that's what music's all about. Dimash has done it again, shown just what an incredible composer he is, and what wonderful vision he has. As always, everybody, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love. Till next time.